Hello guys, so today we're going to be doing a behind the scenes video of replacing the ceiling fan in the corner with a Boston Harbor spinner from last year. I think July of last year to be exact. So the fan that's right here is a 1984 ceiling fan. I think it's a Menards branded. I think it's safe to say this is a fantastic product. It would definitely cool down a room. And I've done a CFM rating on that, but I really just think it might be meant to be taken with a grain of salt because that rating may not be very accurate since this part of the room is not aerodynamically correct. And with that room, you don't really have a whole lot of air getting on top of the blades and all that. So, yeah. But I'm going to be installing a Boston Harbor so I can take Jordan U's measurements and see if they are the same. It's only going to be like a only a few day install, and then I'm going to install an SMC real vintage spinner from like 1991, I think. So yeah, but the one con that is with that install in the corner is that I don't have an overhead lamp, so I have to use like my phone flashlight to move around the room, which I mean, I think it's kind of ludicrous in my case because I'm used to having a light. So that Boston Harbor will give us a light to use. That'll be a good thing. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the fan you're taken down. I'm gonna unplug this variable speed control thingy because I do not need it anymore because and biggest factor here is I'm gonna have the camera here. Been using the phone. Been using the same one since 2024. Not exactly liking the lighting on that. I'm going to turn the light that's on the desk. Actually, I think that looks pretty good. Let's start showing. This one I don't really like taking fans down in one piece, but this is such a small fan. I'm not worried about it. This was a really good ceiling fan, but because of the time of year I have it in here, I haven't been using this much in practice just because it's winter where I am. All right. And then the ground, which I was just able to pull up. And this thing just comes down. I'll disassemble it later. And this mounting J-hook I've been using for these J-hook fans. And I think this actually held up okay. I'm ordering a bunch more J hooks to use with these J hook fans because um, these J hook fans then come with one of these brackets because you would screw a J hook in the beam, not an electrical box. But the mounting system has changed over the years. So now it's kind of a problem to hang these J hook fans if you don't have one of these kind of brackets. And there it goes. Here it comes down. And this is the J hook. Like the way this works is it's a nice J hook. It's like nice close up to the box and it just works real nicely. Like like this thing is like this is real strong metal. I can't bend it. I have pretty good arm force, so yeah, yeah. I'm just buying a couple more of these so I can use them with these J hook fans. So now it's time to get the Boston Harbor fan out of my shop. All right. Now we got the Boston Harbor, got the blades, the motor, the shade I'm going to set on my dresser because this has a pretty unique mushroom globe, and I'd feel very upset if it broke. So now let's hang the new fan up. This is the newest ceiling fan I've ever hang in this room, which normally I don't have new ceiling fans simply because they look kind of hideous. But thankfully, there are still this ceiling fan. You can buy as many of these as you want, and they're not sold for very expensive. All right. And to get the fan motor installed, all right. Now to make these electrical connections, ground goes to the ground. This is the neutral wire. All right. And then the live wire with the black and the blue. All right, that looks pretty good. Now it's secure. All right. All right, now I'm gonna plug in the fan and make sure that the fan is gonna work. Yep, that works. There we go. All right. Awesome. Now we got the fan installed. And of course, we got to install the DEL that came with the Boston Harbor fan. That works. Ready to put on the globe. Let's see, what do we got for time? Wow, under 20 minutes is installed. That thing installed pretty quick. Now, when you're using a screwdriver, you want to be very cautious of how much you tighten these, because if you tighten too tight, you can crack the glass. Just be careful with this, and just use light pressure. If the screwdriver stops, stop. I always have a fear of these things falling. That's got to be okay. Got the light and the fan. Well, it's installed, it's working. Pretty good fan. It's like not moving any air, but it's just because of the aerodynamics in here. It's just horrible. All right, well, it works. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and thank you for watching. Bye.